Conan Exiles. We're talking about Conan. We're not playing Conan. We're talking about we're playing Conan. But we're talking about Game of Thrones. We're talking about the last season, where Jon Snow has suddenly gone from having, not being the smartest guy, but suddenly to like, she my queen, but I don't like how she burned the babies. My queen, Sansa. We not talk many year, but Sansa, my queen, she burned the babies.
The babies. The babies.
John,
An ape.
John. John, is life on the wall really that bad? On the wall, I know no queen, but I get off the wall, she my queen. But she burned the babies.
Sorry, soon. Go ahead.
Yeah, not to mention, like, Cersei just, went from this really complex villain into just sipping wine and staring out of windows.
That was
for,
her
the
for like
last 2 seasons.
Yes, it was. Yeah, after the Walk of Shame, she was just a singular fucking dimension.
She was like,
oh, fuck. Cersei, yes, Cersei's one that, like, Cersei is a character that, to me, that, like,
a little bit too on the side.
Whoa, what's this accent? What?
What is going on?
If we could do Jon Snow the way we just did, I mean, it's fair. I'm just wondering what it is.
Exactly.
It's.
I put on my cousin a little.
I'm gonna put on my cousin. Makes I'm a,
I'm gonna fuck the pirate.
Like Lithuania or something.
I think that's a little more Italian, isn't it?
Oh, I guess it would. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I'll lean into it then. Yeah, when you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. Yeah.
Or you fuck your cousin a little bit. Maybe your brother too.
When you're heavy into incest, you become how you say Italian. Yeah, which
this is how we do it in the old country.
Go. That's what I'm talking about.
You white people always talk about the sweet tomato. So fuck that. Why am I doing a different accent now?
Yeah, at a certain point, we turn into the Iron Sheik here. Fucking bullshit! I want to fuck my brother.
Yeah, it always starts with fuck.
I fuck my brother.
Someone say brother, brother.
Oh, brother, I'm gonna fuck my brother.
Yeah. Can I fuck my daughter, brother? Make her my brother's son, mother.
Brooke, daughter, brother, watch me fuck my brother. Bubble, brother. Bubble love sponge, brother. I'm gonna fuck your brother. One love, brother, from my brother.
One love. I mean, I only ever heard that term applied from Jamaican people, but that's apparently not it, is it? So I think Knight told me that it's some weird pseudo religion that he's into that says that.
Course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
He's got to find the one that gets closest to the cult of Hoganism.
Yeah.
Whoa, where did you put it? Where did you put it?
Where I put the baby? What?
Where's the carpenter's bench. I see.
The carpenter's bench is over there near the alchemist bench. What?
It's like, you have to stop. It's so stupid. We're making him.
She my queen dough.
But yeah, she my queen dough. I like it. But she my queen
dough. John, she is burning the entirety of King's Landing. Men, women, children, the poor. She's burning them all. My queen.
My queen dough.
But not the babies.
I don't know why that keeps getting me. The babies. The poor babies.
Not the babies.
And I like that it goes from stretched out, which is what I'm doing, to then getting shorter, which is what you're doing. It elongates, then goes back. It rubber bands. Really quick, I want to say something and then ask soon. The thing I wanted to say is that for the longest time, and maybe even still now, I haven't looked in a while, on the threads that we're talking about Game of Thrones, whenever I'd see a picture of Jon Snow, it would be followed with simply a caption that said, M-U-H, Queen. McQueen.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Or,
McQueen.
M-A-H, yeah.
Yep, that's all it ever was,
McQueen.
because that's what he
There's
turned
also
into.
another line that he kept repeating from what
That's
I
what I was
remember.
gonna ask you. Yeah, what was the line? Do you remember, or are you asking
I
us?
can't remember. That's what I was saying. I was like, I feel like
Um,
there was another one. There was two of them.
what?
She's my queen.
She's my queen. She's my queen. What else would he have said a lot, other than he didn't want the throne?
I don't want
Oh
it.
yeah.
I don't want it.
want it. I
I don't want it. I don't
Is
want
that
the
correction?
queen.
No,
I
that's
don't
the
want.
one. I don't want
Okay.
it. I don't want it.
I don't want it.
I don't want the throne. It's made of babies.
She's my queen. I don't
My
want
queen
it.
to be.
And then Danny goes and burns down King's Landing because Jon Snow won't sleep with her.
I mean, it was said that it was because she lost. Oh, I can't remember the name of that gorgeous woman. Her slave, her free slave.
Yeah.
No, not
Melisandre.
Melisandre.
No,
Was
yeah, you're
that,
right.
that was the Red Queen?
No, Messende. Messende.
Missandei, yeah.
Yes. Melisandre was the red
Red
the
Queen.
woman in red.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
not Red Queen, but yeah, the woman in red.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
when
it's
she
been
fell,
said that
John
that
was like,
revenge.
"Oh no, Miss Sunday."
Yeah. I have to go there. Melisandre, she hit on me. She wanted to give me babies. She
I
did.
don't want. I don't want. I don't want.
I told her.
I don't want. I don't want the fire babies.
The fire babies. And he says it so casually. I don't want the fire babies. Like, what the fuck is a fire baby? I don't think I want one of those either. Yeah, no, I told her I didn't want one.
Like, whoever else is there is just looking at John like he's fucking insane. And then, like, in the background, Davos is giving a thumbs up and a big smile.
And then,
good work, John. Good work.
Tyrion makes some joke about
being a
not
dwarf
having a cock.
Yeah. Man, they really fucking reduced all those characters by the end, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh my God! Right, I forgot that. Like, but what's his name? Not Valorous. What is his name?
Which character? Varys?
Varys, yeah.
The bald
I
one,
forgot that so much of the later seasons is Tyrion and Varys going around, and Tyrion going, "Varys, you have no penis," and Varys going, "Tyrion, you are short," and there you go. That's their relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of reduction going on there. Excuse me.
For both characters.
Yeah, for most characters.
I remember seeing that clip of the Varys' actor reading the script for the final season, and like during his death scene, he just like throws the paper onto the desk and is just like shaking his head.
Wow, I'd heard
this is fucking stupid.
Well, it is. I'm just surprised that he was that open. I'd read an interview where he said that he was diplomatic.
He's done a lot of defending of the show, but we saw his reaction when it actually happened. And
like, I don't care how many times they call Bran the smartest guy in Westeros or whatever. Varys was the actual smartest guy in Westeros.
It's certainly presented that way.
When it comes to Hollywood, you can never like badmouth your beneficiary.
Right, because producers talk to producers and agents talk to agents and say, never employ this guy.
Right.
Ever
absolutely.
again.
So that's why you'll never hear people really talk down about the stuff that they worked on. When you do, you just have to kind of like read into other things.
Oh man, not to interrupt, I'm sorry, but there was that reminds me, there was an interview I only saw well after the fact where the actress for Daenerys, I can't remember the poor woman's name.
Emilia Clarke.
Thank you, Emilia Clarke. Yeah, she was doing like a red carpet thing, and somebody said basically, this was before the show aired. She was like, before the season aired, she was like, so, what are your feelings about Game of Thrones season 8 or whatever? And I swear she literally kind of almost cringed her eyebrows, and she was like, best season ever. Yeah, and you could tell she was like,
Yeah, same with Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage has also defended the final season or whatever, but he has an interview where he talks about the Battle of Winterfell against the White Walkers, and he's like, I don't really understand why they're all down in the crypts when there's a zombie attack going on.
Yeah, where there's reanimated corpses that we have to worry about. Yeah.
And we have several people on our team, several of whom are considered the top strategists, who are aware that these guys are capable of raising the dead on the spot.
Yes. Yeah, he mentions that in an interview.
Good for him.
And then he goes back later and is like, defending the show and being like, oh, I don't understand why people had so much of a problem with it. And it's because they can't openly criticize the show.
Right,
You'll see that with the Star Wars movies as well.
Oh, God, yeah.
Except for, like...
John Boyega's come close.
I was gonna say, John Boyega, he's still...
John
like,
Boyega,
the latest clip I heard from him is that he defended the movies in terms of, he said, well, they're all beautiful movies, but yeah, if I had to say it, I think the Last Jedi was probably the worst one, but they're all great.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, it's kind of like, John Boyega's thing is he clearly hates those movies.
Yeah.
But he won't openly say it, but he very clearly hates the movies. I remember there's this one interview where they were talking about the scene where the Poe goes, "They fly now?" When the stormtroopers start using their jetpack.
Yep.
And John Boyega's just like, yeah, they flew in the old movies too.
Yeah.
They've been doing it since well before our characters existed. Yeah, why are you confused about this?
I'd like to see that cut, though, where he re-edits it so they like, Finn turns...
and then Oscar Isaac is sitting over there like, yeah, I guess so. I'm not gonna say it. You said it, bro.
I want to see the cut, though, where John Boyega gets to make the change, where Poe says, "They fly now," and Finn turns to him and says, "Yeah, you dumb fuck. They've been flying for a long time. Pay fucking attention."
What's wrong with you? Yeah.
Well, and he gives him a slap on the back of the head, too, just to complete it.
And then Mark Hamill has said a lot of things that are very much against the movies and how they kind of suck.
I know
Mark...
He really hates how they did Luke.
Yes, he was very open.
Who doesn't?
Very open about how awful he felt like they handled Luke's character.
What he said
like,
before...
the only people who... The only people who are in favor of the way Luke got treated in Last Jedi are people who explicitly like Dark Souls. The people who are big Dark Souls fans like the way that Luke got treated. What? No, the only people that like the way Luke got treated in that movie are people who hate Star Wars and were happy to see Luke's legacy get shit on.
Yeah.
Probably. I know that's
for instance, Rian Johnson, who I do enjoy several movies of.
Someone who hates the movies. There you go. Perfect example.
I love Knives Out, but...
Yeah,
he directed the best episode
I have with Rian Johnson is he's a very talented director.
Right.
Why couldn't he have used those talents on making a good fucking Star Wars movie?
Right. Yeah, I mean, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, he directed the best episode of Breaking Bad. It still got a 10 out of 10 on IMDb with, like, I think hundreds of thousands of votes. It's the critical darling of the series. It's been called by many critics, TV critics, as one of the best hours of television literally ever of any series of anything. Yeah. And I subscribe to that. It's excellent, but he didn't write it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recently did a Breaking Bad rewatch, actually, with my fiance for her first time.
How did both of you feel about it?
Oh yeah, she liked it.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think she loves it as much as, like, obviously I did back in the day, but, like, we also, to be fair, we also ended up taking a break, like, around season 3. And
that's the one to take a break with, honestly.
Yeah, that's my opinion, the worst season.
Yeah, we took a break at season 3, I think right around the time that Gale was about to get shot.
End of season 3?
That is the peak of season 3, though. I will say that's the
final episode. But it was like a few episodes before then, and it was getting pretty boring, and so we kind of tuned out for a little while.
Really quick spoiler warnings for anybody for Breaking Bad. You'll have forgotten a lot of what we're talking about by then, but I just wanted to add that because I'm also going to add a little bit more now. Season 3, the part where you quit at that point that you're describing, that would have been after the Jesse's Endless Party, and Hank's endless. It would have been still in the middle of Hank's
Wasn't
endless
Jesse's
in-bed mineral
wasn't
bullshit.
Jesse's endless party as a result of the Gale arc?
No,
Yes,
actually.
yes, it was.
Well, oh, you're right. You're
Yes, it
right.
was.
You're
Yes,
right.
it was.
You are right. I was conflating it with the rehab scenario that he went through with Jane. You are correct.
To be fair,
Yeah.
Hank's
on rewatch, I found that the party didn't last as long as I expected. I mean, it was 3 episodes, but like
I think it's at
for some
least
reason,
3, if
for
not
some reason,
more.
I was remembering it as taking up like half the season, and it doesn't.
It doesn't take up half the season. It's just a real dead zone. I mean, the point
Yeah.
is well illustrated, but it's just scene after scene after scene of just Jesse literally just partying and zoning out. It gets tedious pretty
Yeah.
fast. The
No,
Hank's
I agree.
scenario is worse though. Hank's scenario, that's as far as I'm concerned, the worst storyline in the entire series.
They're minerals, Marie.
Yep, just watching a guy be an asshole in bed. That's not particularly entertaining.
And then he gets jacked
And then he
up.
gets jerked off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like
that's
one of
actually
the, I mean, there's several awkward hand job
it's
scenes
awkward.
in that show, but that's the worst of them. I think the other one is Skylar and Walt in
To
season
me,
1.
that one's actually more awkward because at least the other one, in my opinion, is funny. The Skylar one is just like really. I mean, it's so you're just starting the show. It's like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first season, or sorry, the first episode of Breaking Bad especially kind of didn't age the best compared to the rest of the show.
Yeah, there are a couple elements of the first season that I don't like. There's one thing in particular that there are two things to me personally that stand out
The
a
comedy
lot.
comes on a bit too much.
Yes, that
Yeah.
actually goes directly to what I'm talking about. Actually, the thing that stands out to me the most that I dislike is a specific moment when Walt is going after the Emilio after Emilio escapes after being knocked out from the gas in the botched. Yeah, Emilio is walking down the road. He's all dazed, and Walt goes to retrieve him. Like, oh shit, what do we do? This guy almost tried to kill us. Now he's going to narc on us. Whatever. Blah blah blah. The soundtrack that Walt is listening to in the car narrates what's happening. The soundtrack is like something like, oh, you knock me out, just as Emilio's running away and knocks himself out by accidentally hitting a tree. And then Walt picks him up to move him into the car, and then the soundtrack starts saying, "You really moving me." That
Yeah.
that's bad. That's awful. That's not. I don't know why they would sign off on something like that. The other thing, much more simple, is when Walt goes in and roughs up the kids that are making fun of Walt Jr. In the clothes department or in the clothing store. They're making fun of Walt Jr. and Walt in his first kind of brush of like, well, I'm kind of feeling alive now. You know, it's in episode 1. He goes and knocks down the big kid and steps on his leg and he's like, "How do you like it, punk?" or whatever. And it's the soundtrack to that scene. It's like whimsical and kind of whistly. It just does not fit. It's supposed to be making you think, "Oh, whoa, where's this coming from?" But we don't know the character enough to really be that impressed by it. I don't think
Yeah.
the tone was wrong. You'd probably have to see it again to know exactly what I'm talking about, but hopefully at least what I'm
I don't.
describing.
I can remember the scene visually in my head, but I do not remember a soundtrack at all.
It's really derpy. It's like the you know, it's strangely
I like to.
whimsical.
Oh no! Fuck.
Everything.
What happened to Soon?
Yeah.
What happened to Soon?
So I deleted one block to try to replace it with something else, and it deleted. Apparently, that was holding up the support for the entire temple.
Oh no!
Oh, motherfucker!
That sucks.
Well, not the whole temple, sorry, but there was a substantial amount of it that it was supporting.
That still sucks.
Obviously, the entrance.
Really? Wait a second. Are you not the Derketo temple, right?
No, I'm talking about like the my Emir temple. Yeah.
Oh shit! Let me get over there. Hang on. I thought you were talking about the Derketo temple. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, that would have been a. Who cares about your loss?
I got all of the supplies back, but it was just
Honestly, the Derketo temple would have been the better one to lose the supplies off of, because that one was the simpler design.
Oh, well, that makes practical sense. That's fine.
Plus, it's the newer one. No investment in it, really.
Ah.
Okay, from the outside, it doesn't look particularly harmed.
No, it was more like up here. I had a bunch of stuff that was done. The entrance is perfectly good, but the actual inside of the temple, I had a bunch of stuff laid down, and it's gone now. But that's okay. Let's see. I want right there. Perfect.
Mm.
Wait, what the fuck?
But I'm like imagining now. I'm imagining that scene with Walt breaking the kid's leg.
Well,
Now
imagine break it. It's not quite that serious. But he stomps on it. The kid's like, "Oh man, you're a weirdo. Let's leave, guys."
He does the bull. I don't know if you remember this from Bully. He does the grapple combo from Bully.
I don't remember it that well. That's great. That's funny.
It's
still going halfway, even though it's on foundation. Well, oh, maybe I have to get rid of these walls. 1 second.
But
you got to do.
Oh yeah, that was what the issue was. Okay, it's good now.
Right now, I'm imagining, based off your description of the soundtrack, I'm imagining it playing the what's the name of the credits theme from Dawn of the Dead?
Oh God!
I love
that tune. Yeah, the Gronk.
Or
the Gonk. One of the two. Which
that is my favorite. Gronk.
Okay, then it's Gonk.
Yeah. That is my favorite ever use of an intentionally dissonant soundtrack.
Mine too. I remember my cousin, for whom Dawn of the Dead, the original, is literally his favorite movie of all time. He's the one who recommended it. He said, "You're gonna love it, Mike. Trust me." He urged me for years. Saw it, adored it, and when that theme hit, I was like, I'd already loved the movie, but when that hit, I was like, that is so delightful. That is like the perfect tune to end this on. After all the harrowing shit that just happened. Fucking motorcycle massacre. All the characters are dead except for well, technically half the team is alive, but whatever. Yeah. It's just like,
when there's a team of 4, the loss of half is pretty severe.
It's pretty significant, yeah. And one of them is arguably the main character. I know they're all main characters, but one of them is more or less kind of the perspective character. And yeah, we're gonna fly away in a helicopter. Fuck it, we're being overrun. Where do we go? I don't know. Let's just leave. Oh God, back to the mall. Hey, the end. Zombies.
Well, it shows all the places where they were working so hard to make the mall their home.
Yep, overrun.
And it just shows them all that work they put in. It just shows overrun with zombies that are just like, we know the zombies are intelligent enough to have a vague idea of what they're looking at, but they're still more or less brain dead zombies just moping around and like fingering at piles of change like, oh, coin. And it, like, we have watched the protagonists put in so much work for their home to have been broken open for the stupidest of reasons and left in the care of a bunch of quite literally brain-dead, meat-eating monsters that just mill around and don't get it.
The soundtrack...
It is perfectly fit for
futility to me.
Yeah, it suggests a slap in the fucking face.
Right. Slap in the face, see, that really sells it. Did you guys... I don't remember if I ever showed this to you. Earlier I said that I made a movie. I kind of sort of did. I don't remember if I showed you guys this video I made. My girlfriend of a few years ago, the one I met over online through the Columbine site of all places, she likes the Blair Witch, and I hate it. And I mocked it, and I said, I can make a fucking better Blair Witch movie. In fact, I can make a Blair Witch movie that just totally mocks the whole concept, and it would still be more entertaining. And she said, do it. And so I was like, okay. And I actually went and did it. Did I ever show you guys the finished product?
No, but I want to see it.
You did show me.
Okay, did you ever watch it? If not, I wouldn't be offended.
Yes, I did watch it, yes.
Okay. I don't know if you remember or not, but I'm giving one thing away. I almost don't want to now. I won't give it away. As soon do you honestly want to see it? Because again, if not, I wouldn't be offended.
Yeah,
okay. Then I'll save. I make reference to the Dawn of the Dead tune in a way that I guess you'll see it. Yeah.
All right.
I used it in a way that
my book or my short story that I wrote though.
Oh, when did you write a short story?
It like a few months. Oh, no,
it was over a year ago, definitely.
Yeah, about a year ago now was that I got it published.
It's a fucking winner. I gotta mention that both of what you guys have made are fucking winners. I have to mention the Mike's is quite a bit goofier, intentionally a satire of a movie that you despise. As you can imagine, you're not trying to make it some work of art. You're trying to emphasize this movie fucking stinks.
Yeah, yes. I actually didn't even intend for anybody else to see it, but she encouraged me to put it online.
But yeah, Soon's short story, that is It's funny enough you're bringing it up while we're playing Conan because
no,
I mean, well,
yeah.
soon you can explain the basic concept unless you want me to hit it, since it's probably not it's probably better not to ask the author himself to explain it, because then it sounds like he's tooting his own horn. So I'll explain it. Soon wanted to write a Maori Conan the Barbarian.
I'm sorry, a what Conan the Barbarian?
A Maori Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, wow, cool. Okay, I'm already down for that.
Yes, and it is a very delightful, fun short story in the way that Conan is. And I will say it's definitely closer to the energy of the original Conans, and less so the me big manly Conan, me fuck the beautiful women. Very good stuff, and it's published, so, you know.
You'll have to tell me how you got it published. I've debated trying to look into stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I think I've actually told you about it before. And,
I wouldn't be surprised. Don't take it personally.
We had that bit of conversation this last time too. With,
yeah. See, guys, this is how bad I am.
No worries.
No, I literally have talked to my therapist saying, please help me understand this. Give me a drug to make me not mentally, like, deficient in terms of remembering anything past last week. I've said it before. I remember everything, like, before 10 or 15 years ago and up till about a year or two ago. There's a giant window that's constantly keeping pace with me of about the last decade or so, and it's a blur.
You're on a sliding Simpsons scale.
Yes. I mean, again, I've made references.
You gotta watch out. Soon enough, you'll have grown up with Nirvana, like Homer did.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, no, that's... Oh, boy, that's awful. I've tried giving Nirvana a chance, and I can't do it.
Me neither. I'm glad I finally found someone else who doesn't like Nirvana, because it seems like they're pretty widely beloved.
Yes, it's very difficult to find somebody who does not get offended when I simply say I didn't think they were that good. I mean,
I like a lot of Nirvana songs, but I would say, like, it's a really a 33% shot, and I think the other 66.6% is ass.
Any songs in particular? Oh, go ahead, Soon.
Yeah, I will say that I think you would like their song "Polly."
Did you say Holly with an H or P as in the bird?
As in the bird.
Okay, Polly.
Because it's a song about a real life serial killer, and it's one of the best songs that's done from the perspective of a serial killer.
Okay.
I'd say
that could be interesting. I'm one of the kind of people who tends to lean more towards the tune than the lyrics, but the lyrics can definitely make a difference.
I consider it the best Nirvana song that I've listened to.
Okay, it's as is often the case. Well, maybe sometimes the case, I guess. The artist's lesser known works are actually some of their better stuff.
Yeah, and to be fair, nobody would want to listen to Polly for fun.
Really?
Because this he details the way that he killed the girl and stuff and tortured her. It's not a fun song to listen to.
I see. Did he ever? Did Kurt ever explain why he wrote that song?
Yes, he.
I don't know a whole lot about Kurt. My understanding is that Kurt, at one point, said that he sometimes tries to write, actual personal stuff into the lyrics, but that he's a little bit too awkward to go over it, so he kind of would obscure it sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really get that guy too much. I mean, I sort of understand, but I sort of don't.
I want to say it got darker as it went on, because it became more and more obvious that Courtney was nailing every other dude into the bargain. And for that matter, similarly with Foo Fighters, a lot of that early stuff is Dave Grohl being seriously pissed at Courtney Love.
Seems everyone gets that way sooner or later.
And 9 Inch Nails, there's also a similar point where you can track, oh, Trent Reznor just got with Courtney Love. Oh, Trent Reznor and Courtney Love are no longer an item. Trent's a bit more mad today, huh? Courtney... my sister's, more sympathetic to Courtney, so there's probably some point there, but boy, is it easy to track a trail of destruction for that woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
She lobbied to play Nancy Spungen, Sid Vicious's doomed, murdered lover in Sid and Nancy.
Really? Wasn't that done before? That was the mid-'80s, wasn't it?
86. Not the murder itself, the movie. The murder, I think, was 84. 84, 83, maybe later. I'm not sure.
We're talking Gary Oldman, Sid and Nancy, right?
Yes. Yep. 1986.
Would Courtney Love have been of legal age at that time?
I suppose so. She wound up getting a role in the movie as a groupie.
Yeah, and to my understanding, she's actually had, like, I want to say I've heard Courtney Love's role in what's the heroin movie? The Heron movie?
Hera movie. There's probably a few. Can you name anything else
Uh,
about it?
The title's a Shakespeare reference.
Oh, that wasn't oh god.
It's also
no,
Oh my god. Oh, I just looked over. I forgot that at the start of the session I chained a guy to my sacrificial stone. And because I'm encumbered, I can't perform any sorcery rituals. So he's just been tied up there this entire time we've been playing.
Well, in game days, it's only been like a week.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. He's been hanging partially upside down as well. Hey, I'm not encumbered anymore. Actually, sir, I hereby free you from your pain.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be very happy about. Well, he probably would be, actually.
And I free your soul from its current vessel.
One and the same.
Yeah.
Really
Physical body is pain. Soul shall be escorted from body and into stomach.
Yeah, I am really liking how this temple is coming along so far.
Good. I'm glad that you were
Very
able to.
impressive.
It's good that you were able to get it back from the potential destruction that
Yeah.
you're almost facing a little.
It's
Is the
gonna
movie?
take a long time.
Yeah, they tend to.
Oh, excuse me.
Is the movie that you were talking about, Alex? That's not the one that's got Jennifer Connelly in it, is it?
Jennifer Connelly, the notorious ass-to-ass scene.
Yeah, that is. Oh my God, why am I not remember? I've never seen it, but the title's right.
I can't remember the name for the life of me.
Yeah, I will think of it in a minute. But either way, Courtney Love is in that. I did not know that.
Yes, she is one of the main characters, one of the heroine addicts.
One of the herons.
One of the herons.
Heron.
That's
one of the heroine heroines.
One of
The heroine heroines.
Yeah. The heroines. The way I say it gruff, or the reason I say it gruff is because in the cops episode, it was this kind of grisly, maybe, I don't know, sad, early 50s black guy, kind of bummy, knit cap, I think, beat up jacket, and he kind of talked like this. He was like, yeah, that woman over there, she does this, but I don't do that. I do the heron, you see. I do the heron.
The character I'm thinking of The Wire is not nearly that gruff. I'm just calling it the Heron in a gruff voice because you are. Like, the character in The Wire is a little bit more, I don't want to say slippery, but he's a little bit more trying to appear, likable and upbeat. So for him, it's a little bit more like, oh, well, every now and then I've been known to do a bit of the Heron, but...
Yeah, that's almost funnier. That he sounds normal, but he does the Heron.
Yeah, The Wire is very much about that particular character's ups and downs, on the wagon, off the wagon. It's simultaneously one of the most depressing but also uplifting storylines. I would say he is the most cleanly sympathetic and lovable character in the show.
Okay.
And anyone else in the show, I think it's arguable. The Wire is a show full of... There are a few people that are just straight up good. There are a few people that are just straight up bad. But most of the cast is made up of complex, mixed individuals.
Right. Well, that's what made Breaking Bad so good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, Breaking Bad, I guess who would be, like, the most straight up good in Breaking Bad? I guess Hank's an asshole.
He's an asshole, but he's tremendously
good
good-hearted.
moral.
Yeah, I think he has the most moral integrity. When, for example, what stood out to me a lot was when he lost his temper for a very valid reason and beat up Jesse. I remember his wife Marie said, "Why don't you just lie?" in so many words, and he's like, I can't. That's not me. This is not being the cop that I'm supposed to be. No, I'm not going to do that."
Yeah, there's a character in The Wire who has a similar incident, and he gets told by other cops, just lie and say that, like, this happened, and he explicitly says, "No, I'm guilty. I'm going in."
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I would argue that, I think out of the mains, at least, I think that Hank has the most integrity.
Or Jesse
Yeah.
too. Jesse's
Yeah,
also up
Jesse's the only reason I hold back on Jesse. Jesse is obviously very good-hearted, but Jesse has just fucked up so many people's lives with like getting
That's
Jane
true.
into the drugs and selling meth to meth heads, and yeah, that's a little on the rough side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, he did have a redemption arc, I'd say.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he's
But you
by
know,
no
by
means a
the end,
bad
he was
guy.
very much so like a good person, I'd say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. For sure. I mean, his darkest moments are stuff like when he goes to like this is. I like to say that season 3/season 4, that midpoint there in the show of smack in the middle. That's when everyone becomes unlikable. Hank's the asshole in bed yelling at his wife.
Mm.
Obviously at that point, Walt's doing who knows what. Skylar's having her affair.
Oh yeah. Where do you
Meanwhile,
fall? Speaking of Skylar, where do you fall on her? Because Muta loves Skylar for some reason.
I don't
Oh.
understand why anyone would love her. I've gone back and forth with
She
this. Go ahead,
she's the sort of
Alex.
character that on the surface is unlikable because she gets in the way of characters doing cool things, but she is also the kind of character that when you actually stop and think about her, it's like, well, she is correct. She's just getting in the way of cool stuff happening.
That was the
There's
argument
there's
she made.
that, but I disagree with that to an extent. I also think, I mean,
She
she's
was also definitely profiting off the drugs after a certain
yeah,
point
she was
herself.
profiting off the drugs. She was standing by Walt, participating in the same crimes that he was, and just took a moral high ground despite the fact that I mean, she kind of was a foil to Walt and did all of the same evil stuff that he did. She just took a moral, like, she just pretended to be more moral than he was. Like, Walter had no, like, illusion that he was a good person, but Skylar did, you know? And I think that's so
Belial,
much worse.
Behemoth, Beelzebub,
I like that Sue just
Asmodeus, Satanas, Lucifer.
you are good at getting the lyrics right though. No, now you do have the lyrics down, so that's good. But yeah,
Gotta get the important stuff in.
you're right. Yeah, see, Soon gave a very very eloquent, well reasoned.
Oh shit!
Uh,
I I accidentally just punched Rihanna's little known sister.
she'll be all right. She'll be
I
fine.
I just find that particularly bad because you know Rihanna and Chris Brown.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Well, she was gonna learn sooner or later, I guess, wasn't she?
Good lord.
Cutting
Where I
that
fall.
from the recording.
Shiki didn't get to have his revenge on him before he left this earthly plane.
So, did you ask if we're recording? Is that what you said?
No, I said cutting that from the recording.
Oh, nah, it's fine. Where I stand on Skylar, general.
Fuck the Chris Brown.
Yeah, fuck the Chris Brown. He killed
No
the
good motherfucker.
It seriously bothers me that Chris Brown is as successful as he is after that.
Yeah, it seemed like it was only kind of a big deal for like a year, if that, and then just
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
yeah, I mean, like, not to mention, like, you know, Lizzo, she's been in the news lately for the fact that she forced her dancers to have sexual interactions with prostitutes.
Oh, that's
But
great. That's great. I like this creature
yeah,
even more. The more I learn about this thing, the more happy I am that it's a thing.
yeah, but she also apparently has said that Chris Brown is like her favorite artist that she's ever you know, he's the one who pushed her to like become a musician, blah blah blah, that she thinks she's a great person.
Yeah, the great person thing. I think she could have just stopped with saying that he was my inspiration. I mean, you can be
Yeah,
inspired and then still have second thoughts.
yeah.
Chris Brown
She
inspired
also
me to also
sexually,
beat
she also
Rihanna.
like hardcore sexually harassed Chris Evans.
I'm really not liking
What?
that woman at all.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah.
did what to
Like,
Chris Evans?
she like social media stalked him and like kept like
Oh, I
going off
heard
about
that,
how
I
she wanted
think.
to have his baby. And
Oh,
then when she
jeez.
had her baby, she was like, "Oh yeah, Chris Evans is the dad," and he was like, "No, I'm not."
That's awful. That's
And
a
it's
horrific thing to say.
yeah,
I
like
mean,
she
I
just
remember
she
thinking similar things when what's her name? Anna Kendrick. When Anna Kendrick was joking, apparently they kick you out of theaters for jerking off to Ryan Gosling movies. News to me. I was thinking like, not only is that weird, like Not only is that weird, also, woman, is there not a distinct chance you'll have to fucking work with him at some point?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really, really awkward. Yeah,
There
you
is a bit
know,
of a double standard with women in that respect.
With Lizzo, I think there's gonna be a bit less forgiveness because Anna Kendrick is hot, and Lizzo. I'm sure. I'm sure that before all this, Pink would have gladly volunteered for Lizzo, but most people wouldn't.
yeah, I mean, let's be fair. All the people that are going on about body positivity, it's like, I understand that there's a need to feel confident about yourself and all that, but I mean, when you've just let yourself go, you shouldn't be proud of being unhealthy and gross.
Yeah, I don't have that much to say about Lizzo because I'm not really that super aware of her, other than I saw that notorious picture where she was going up the steps to her airplane and had like the most cellulite I have ever seen on a person wearing a thong.
Yeah, she's just a big blob, and all her dancers are big blobs. And it's like, oh, what a celebration of body diversity. Why, when did it become popular to be unhealthy and set the standard? Yeah, just fucking just eat whatever you want and, be sick and obese. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't have any standards for yourself. That's cool.
Like I'm not gonna like go like saying like, hey, be ashamed of yourself for being large, but
I think it's
at
something
the
to be
same time,
concerned about.
it's definitely
If you're
something to
not
be
born
concerned
that way. I
about.
mean,
Let's.
if you're just literally like I, for example,
I wouldn't go so far as to say like, you disgusting blob, you disgust me. Go somewhere else
well,
until you
the
are in a
disgusting
more
part is
aesthetically
more about
pleasing form.
personality, but I mean, she's gross looking. I mean, she. I guess I don't know. I don't know. We're in an age where I don't really want to defend it anymore. It's like I don't think it's attractive. I think it's really gross to look like she looks. I mean, I feel kind of bad saying that because I know there are people who look like that who do try and they can't help it and they're not obligated to be appealing to me. But when I see a person like that and then they're celebrating themselves, it's like, why? What are you celebrating? You didn't have to work to get that body. You had to let yourself go. You had to treat yourself poorly. You had to show no restraint. Why are you proud of that?
It's nice to know you're letting this go now that Pink's not here.
Why? I don't think Pink likes Lizzo, does he?
She's certainly in his range, I would
mean,
say.
there's big, but I mean,
She's
I've been attracted.
400 pounds, dude.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's big bone, there's husky, and then there's just literally just fat, just big fat, unkempt. I mean, she
Like,
looks
she's not
sloppy.
just like thick; she's like morbidly obese.
Right. Legitimately.
Is she? I've never. I
Oh yeah,
From the back, she
she's
certainly
like
looked.
morbidly obese. Like I
Yeah,
said,
she's
she
like
was
kind of
like
sumo
almost
like.
400 pounds.
Right. That's why people are going on
Yeah.
so much about how good it is that again the body positivity, which apparently has no limits. I mean, I think that's a bad thing to be teaching kids. Yeah, just who cares? Eat them nachos. It's fine.
I like nachos.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not
I'll.
nachos.
Pink's not here. I won't speak for him, but
I mean, there's thick, and then there's just it's not body shape. It's a lack of body shape. I'm just a big pile of flab because I have no self discipline.
Like I like thick too.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, but
I don't
like
talk about it a
Lizzo
lot,
is
but
not
yeah.
thick. She's you don't call that thick. You call it something else.
It's kind of like the equivalent of, say, for example, like that Otis guy, that wrestler. He's not fat. He's stocky. He's a lump of girthy
Fat
strength.
and muscle.
And then you've
he's a
got
layer of He's a layer of fat on top of a big brick of muscle.
Pretty much. I mean, that's the thing is like power.
He is a human. He is a human
just really
road
quick.
stop.
Yeah, powerlifters.
But then you look at Yokozuna. Yokozuna's just plain fat.
Yes.
Well, Yoko was also very athletic underneath the fat.
No, I'm not gonna. I mean, again, I like Yoko a lot. I really liked him. He was one of my favorites. I mean, I'm not saying he wasn't talented. I'm just saying the difference between one of them is not.
I have
fat.
gathered 12 bottles of cum.
Oh,
yeah, good for you.
Yeah, that.
I saw Alex is making these tiny shrines, and then I'm going over the top and building humongous buildings for each of them. with like high quality material.
Well, I'm gonna go back to the Derketo Shrine and
Oh
replace
yeah,
it
I
with
know,
something
I
like
know.
Aquilonian Rust.
I just found it a little funny is that there was that much of a difference.
Alright, I am turning 120 handfuls of bugs and 12 bottles of cum into 12 stamina potions.
Well, what is the actual substance in the bottle?
It's calm.
No.
It is a thick,
It's-
goopy white substance referred to as unfulfilled desires.
Oh.
So it's calm.
Yeah, I guess it really is, isn't it?
After you kill people, you are opening up, presumably the ball sack or wherever female ejaculate is stored, and harvesting that.
Typically, female ejaculate is not stored in the ball sack.
No, I can't be certain. I've never checked, but be stored in the balls. I mean, like, if we were to defer to. He stated it so matter-of-factly and robotically, too.
It took me a second to really get that he said it, yeah. Penis stored in the balls.
There's apparently, I was trying to figure out the tune of it, but there's a song that goes like that.
I was wondering.
Is it the same Is it the same Insane Clown Posse song where they go, "Fucking magnets, how do they work?"
To be fair, that's a song about them saying that the world is a wonderful place, God is great, etc. But yeah, I guess they deserve the flack, though, still. It's a silly lyric.
Yeah, it's like... Wikipedia?
Why not?
Yeah.
Good resource, you know. Hit it once or twice.
Yeah, you know.
I like a couple other songs. I listened to. I don't want to say it was a phase, but there was a little while where they were kind of on the way up, and it was like, yeah, these guys are actually kind of good. And then it was like, well, their next album sucked, and then I lost interest, and then they became like what they are now. And it's like, whatever. But I liked them for a while. I liked one of their albums. Riddlebox, for anyone who might happen to be wondering. I know that's probably nobody, but I figured I'd throw it out there anyway.
I don't know what that is.
It's like their 4th album, I think, out of like 11 or something like that.
I kind of sound like Pink saying that. That was a Pink comment.
I
don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. I can't imitate Pink.
He states it with. He does state it with a childlike glee every time.
That's one of the things I like most about him. He's so thoroughly agreeable and fun and charming and friendly.
I've always thought that he sounds very much like a cartoon character.
He kind of does. I never thought of that.
My fiance always refers to him as the one with the cartoon voice.
Does she refer to me as the asshole?
Oh no, she knows your name.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
She doesn't bother to remember Pink's name. He's not important enough.
Yeah.
What is his real name? I've never heard it.
I don't actually know Pink's real name either.
Wow.
He has never said.
He what?
I didn't think
he has never said.
That's very impressive that he's gone more than a decade never actually revealing his real name. I respect
there is
that
a
secrecy.
There is a small chance that I might have seen it on accident once where he accidentally put it in. However, I'm not for certain, and I don't want to just like. Well, for one thing, even if I did see it,
look him up.
Yeah, for one thing, I didn't ask. For another thing, even if I did find out what it was, I wouldn't just blurt it out like, "Oh, hey, this is his name, guys. He didn't want you to know, but anyways."
Yeah.
The dumb fucking bitch, he let me see it on accident.
Let's make fun. I was scooping it.
I've managed to maintain my name pretty well for a long time too.
I don't think I know it yet, or if I've heard it.
Oh, I've told you it before.
I was just gonna say the good news with me is that you can count on any secret you guys tell me. I'll forget it in about a year, if not less.
What? It's one of two things: either you forget it, or you forget that it's a secret. And if you forget that it's a secret, then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because I can't even remember what it is myself, which means it's not that important. But nonetheless, I did at some point tell something to you in confidence that you then blurted out to Addie casually in conversation, and I went, "Oh, good thing that wasn't an important secret."
Oh, I did?
It happened at some point.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you said something to me about it. Man, I wouldn't have done it on purpose.
I think I said to you in the moment, "Oh, that was supposed to be a secret," and then you went, "Oh shit."
I might not have known it was supposed to be a secret, like you said. Yeah, maybe I didn't know that detail. I would normally I'm not. Again, my memory is clearly bad, but I would never just casually just dismiss whether or not somebody told me something in confidence if I knew that it was said in confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people, stuff, not nothing
Oh,
conspiratorial, but I mean, when I was a mod at THQ, people would DM me about all kinds of shit, fights and issues that needed to be resolved or whatever. I heard all kinds of private stuff from all kinds of people. And again, nothing like, oh yeah, you guys told me about stuff that the other one doesn't know. Nothing like that. But I mean, I was still constantly hearing all kinds of, don't tell this guy, but yeah, he's really pissing me off right now, and can you get rid of him? Blah blah blah. So it's like I got used to having to not. Yeah, I got some of that. I absolutely got some of that. So a lot of it was about Phineas, which, to be fair, he only got fucking bumped
I
because I specifically started demanding to the admin. I was like, "Can I get rid of this guy or not? This is bullshit."
it was fucking bullshit, man. I don't
Yeah,
like it.
well, I mean, it was in a conference call, and it was Marcus. I don't know if you guys remember him, and he took over after I think Tank. I don't know if you remember him. And Marcus was like, well, Tank wasn't really too keen on banning people. He wanted to, the community, we don't really want to lose members, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, this guy's special. And I started listing off the, I started listing off the
This
litany of
guy's
stuff
a
he.
little special, you know? You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink.
No, nothing like that. I started listing off the litany of things he had done and how he'd gotten to the point to where he just only ever came to the forum to deliberately provoke people. He produced nothing. And as I was saying this in the conference call, Matt, Raw Showtime, he said, Phineas has been a thorn in my side since I've been here. And between the two of us, Marcus was like, oh, well, if one of you guys wants to compile like evidence of some of the stuff he's done, and I was just like, I'll do it. I'll do it. I have
Eh.
no problem doing it. And sure enough, like a day later or whatever, Marcus banned him.
I like to imagine your immediate response was, back in the dump truck!
Yeah. That was the only time I was ever eager to ban anybody. Not that I actually had the power. Again, obviously, we had to not reveal that we didn't. But that was the only person I actively went to the admin and said, "We seriously, this guy's a problem in the community. He's got to go." Um, Other than that, any other bands were more or less they asked us like, "Hey, do you know like what's the story with this guy?" Blah blah, blah, and we give our honest input. But even that didn't come up very often. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there were lots of DMs on there. A lot of them were just bullshit. A lot of them were just like I mean, when I say bullshit, they were like, hey Mike, what's it like being a mod? And I'm like, well, it's cool, I guess. It's kind of a headache, but I mean, you can talk to me on the site about it. You don't have to DM me about it. I can talk about it. It's fine. I just can't.
I'm looking for a secret connection. I'm looking for suction.
They're networking with you, Mike.
I don't remember anyone actually. They might have been. That might have been low key trying. I don't remember anyone actually trying to do that though. To everyone's credit, I don't remember anyone actually really trying to get in.
You know I going back to like the corporate talk or whatever. I really hate the fact that networking is a thing.
Oh yeah, networking and nepotism. I'm not really a big fan
Just
of either.
like not that like there's a problem with trying to socialize or whatever, but the fact that it's like
Get a job on basis not of being the best for that job, but just because the people there like you.
no,
Yeah.
my bigger thing is just that it like devalues like social relationships too much.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that take.
It's just I'm trying to make friends with these people for the pure intent of trying to further my own career and no other reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one could argue that's as long as people are around, though, they'll be doing that.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
I
it's something that naturally, like, virtually every woman is scared of anytime a man's talking to them, right? Or like, okay, are you really interested in the topic we're discussing right now, or do you just want to see me naked?
Yeah. But like,
I mean, hell, I've had that with some people.
That just really bothers me is that it's like, just disingenuous, you know?
It is.
Like, I'm a very sincere person. I don't like being told that I have to like put up a front for people.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
I'm a liar and manipulator. I'm manipulating all you fucks right now. You don't realize how useful you are to me.
There are people like that. I mean, I mentioned this before at GameStop the second time. I had a guy who told me just lie to the customer. I'm like, no, like really? And they're like, yeah, it's our job. We're salesmen. We are here to sell the product. That's our job. If someone says is this game good, I don't care if you've played it. Say yes. And
Yeah, I've had jobs like that
that's
recently,
awful.
actually.
I couldn't do it. And I told him I wouldn't do it. And he said, you'll never make manager. And I said, you're right.
Yeah, I had a door-to-door salesman job recent. Well, technically it was
Ooh.
fundraising. So
Oh, okay.
it wasn't sales, but it was like basically sales, but for a charity something or other. And essentially the top performing person there would just basically lie to everyone and be like, man, I'm just trying to make quota.
Yeah.
I got my head on the chopping block. They're gonna fire me if I don't. So just
The
go ahead.
wolves wrecked Gil's door.
This money, you can just cancel and I'll still get credit for it. But like, just help me
Right.
out here, man. And I was like, dude, you're literally the top person in the entire fucking country, and you're telling people you're on risk of being fired to get money from them. Like, fuck off,
Yeah,
dude.
that's awful.
I want to find the opposite guy who's on the door of debt, but is like, I'm the top one in the country. And he's just there like, something's going wrong here.
Most of my jobs have been customer service and or retail, working with the public, and upselling was always obviously a mandatory thing, and it was the worst thing for me. Not just because I have anxiety issues, but because I don't believe in trying to pressure someone into getting something they did not come to get. That to me is fundamentally dishonest. Yeah, it's like, hey, do you also want this popcorn? It's like, how can I say that when I know that if they wanted it, they would have asked for it?
Yeah.
Like, hey, are you dumb? Did you not notice all these candies in front of you? Do you want one? We have a deal. No? Are you sure? Do you want the soda instead? Fucking, if they wanted it, they would have said, here, add this too.
Yeah, that stuff always bothers me. And like as a customer even, I'm just like, no, I don't want that.
No.
I know you have to like try to sell me on it. I understand that. I've been in similar positions, but like tell your managers to fuck off. Please. For me, for yourself. They deserve to get a fucking kick in the ass.
Right.
Fuck them. They're idiots.
Oh,
They're just,
I didn't get to tell you guys what happened just after Christmas. I went back to Gurney Mills, which is in northern Illinois. It's a very big mall, and excuse me, a little bit. Thank you.
Let me quickly interject.
Yeah, it's gonna be a small story.
Is anybody working on any serious projects right now, or does anybody want to join me for a little trip in the unnamed city?
I am working on a big project, but I've also gotten to a point where I need to collect more resources. So
I will be free in a few minutes.
I can go accompany you.
By all means, soon you can keep working on the project. Probably me and Mike by ourselves will be able to handle it.
Oh, like I said, I'm at like a stopping point where I have to go go grab more black ice.
Yeah, my next spell, the next to last spell page, I'm on it, and it requires 5 fragments of power.
Oh, you also got that one scroll that I gave for the ammo, right?
I didn't look for it, but yeah, I can hit that. I can hit. Yeah, well, I probably might want to end up giving that to Pink.
I dumped it with the black blood.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. So yeah, I don't remember what the very last.
What?
How did you do that? I was checking the map screen. I did not see how you did that.
What? It's in his inventory, too. Look at that.
What?
Hold up. Let me do that again.
You can do that? I didn't know you could do that. How?
Okay, I'm missing out.
Oh my gosh. I mean, to be fair, this is a legendary shield. But, like, what? They animated that for, like, one single item?
Can you see
how are you doing that?
Or something?
No, it's this legendary shield, specifically this one shield.
What key are you pressing for that?
It's control. It's the block button.
What? You're not double tapping it? You're just single tapping it?
No, here, let me drop this for you.
That is all it does?
Yeah.
What the?
All right.
Try it out.
Oh, okay. I've seen this thing before, and I've been like, oh, that's weird. Anyways. Oh my god. Oh, I missed.
Where'd it go?
It went over there.
Oh, I found it.
That was considerably less heroic looking.
That is so cool.
Okay, show me.
Okay, yeah, get your horse out of the way. But yeah, soon, show him what that special legendary shield does.
Oh,
Did you see it? He did it real
no,
quick, but you'll have to...
it. Oh, did you just
me-
put it to the back of that zombie?
Let me get it some distance.
My thralls are in the way.
You keep getting the horse in the way, yeah.
Yeah, he follows
watch,
close for
watch,
some
Mike.
reason. Oh, that's awesome! That
I'm
is
fucking
super
Captain
cool.
America,
You
bitch.
are.
He even does, like, the Captain America backspin throw.
Ah. Are we?
Yeah, get some brawler hand wraps on so that the hand-to-hand doesn't suck.
Yeah.
Can you do that to my female my thrall here? I'd be curious to see if it does damage to regular non-zombie characters.
I mean,
I'll just stand still. So
she's friendly. So let's go.
Oh,
over
it
to
won't
the city
count.
real quick. Hold up. Let's see. I kind of do want to be Captain America now. All right. Let's see how much damage this does.
Oh!
Very much. Can I get it?
I can't explain why, but I'm in incredible pain.
That did pretty significant damage, actually. It took off like a third, actually more like 40% of his health.
Probably depends a lot on armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Wait, where'd it go?
I'm taking his cum.
Where'd it go? Or is it in his? Oh yeah, it's in his drop.
Give me your cum.
Yeah, I figured it'd be. Look at Alex right on top of things,
That
immediately
is so
skinning
cool.
the
I
body.
actually do need to figure out a way to buff my unarmed damage because I do want to go and become Captain America.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
I'm gonna hop on my horse, then I'll be ready to go whenever you guys are.
It doesn't have any durability either, so it's just like permanently there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, regardless of how much damage it does, infinite durability is awesome.
Yeah, you found like that. Is that a legendary shield? You said.
It
I
is,
would imagine
yeah.
it would be. Yeah.
It's so fucking cool.
What's it called? I've gotten a couple and I just ignored them. I might have that one somewhere.
The Unwelcome Gift.
Oh wow, no, I don't have that one. That's a badass name.
So I just.
I did not. I forgot. Some legendary weapons do have like really cool, unique perks like that.
Oh, I did not know
Have-
that.
I didn't even like know that that was a thing until I was just like trying to see. You know, I was trying to block with it, and suddenly I threw it.
Do you have either of you guys ever picked up the legendary spear Riptide?
Maybe.
No.
I've never used it.
You get it. I think you can only get it from the Red Mother. I could be wrong.
Then no.
Where's my horse?
If we ever get Riptide, we want at least one of us to have Riptide before we go to the Far East. Riptide has a unique perk as long as you have it out, as long as you have it in your hands, like directly in your hands, your character has infinite underwater breathing.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool. You're Aquaman.
Yeah.
We can have
a whole superhero team.
Yeah, Captain
Yeah.
America, Aquaman.
Yeah, well, you could probably reskin the Riptide to look like one of the Tridents.
Someone's probably already done so. There's probably a mod for it.
Where's Mike?
I teleported back to where I properly was, which is way in the northeast by the dam. I teleported back just to see that display.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess soon we'll just go to the unnamed city then.
Sounds good. What are we killing?
Anything that drops fragments of power, we should probably avoid the Red Mother then, since she'd be unnecessarily difficult.
I did get a fragment of power from the one of the harpies I killed.
Yeah, sometimes, very rarely, bosses outside the unnamed city will drop fragments of power, but the bosses in the unnamed city are guaranteed.
Yeah.
And I need 5. And then I forget what is the ingredients for the last of the, Hang on, I need to raise the game audio. It's not, I can't hear it at all. But I forget what's the ingredients for the last spell page. But once I get that done, my god, that's going to be a game changer.
There's a way down safely, don't worry. Just have your horse, like, drag against the cliffside. It usually stops the damage.
Yeah, I lost a lot of stamina, but damage I didn't take any.
There you go. Die, Scorpion! The horse combat is not great. Oh, actually, I hit it. Cool.
It's very rewarding, but it's difficult. With that said, I should have taken a demonic horse just because it would have been cool.
Yeah.
Just because it would have been cool.
I mean, look, it is.
It
I mean, the
is.
demonic rhino is also cool as hell, but he's a bit more difficult to use.
That's fair.
Can you ride him with Isle of Sifta?
Can you what?
Can you ride him with Isle of Sifta?
The demonic rhino is the only rhino that you can ride without the Isle of Sipta DLC. I don't have the Isle of Sipta DLC, but I can still ride the What?
That's right. I forgot that we did ride with it.
Yeah. You don't need Isle of Sipta for the demonic rhino. For regular rhinos, you do, but not the demonic.
Ride, Alex, ride.
Actually, right here is, we're very close to one of the boss spawns.
Death!
I'll show you a god falls asleep on the job. Can't hit the high notes.
Oh, God.
Angle.
And how can we win?
We don't have to try
When
circle charge
fools
these guys.
can
We can just get a
be
boss.
kings, don't waste your time when I will waste.
Oh, actually, that's a boss. Okay.
I thought it was don't waste your time or time will waste you.
Oh, is that not what I said? I probably fucked up and looking at my inventory while I'm saying. I'm not really focusing.
Oh,
What did I say?
It sounded to me like you said, don't waste your time when I will waste you,
No,
which is
I
a
think I
funny
might have said
threat.
when time will waste you.
Does this guy drop
Oh.
a fragment of power?
We haven't killed any bosses yet.
This guy's a boss.
No, the armored undead at the gate is not a boss.
He's 3 skulls.
The big skeletal serpent man will drop a fragment of power, yes, but we haven't
That's what
killed
I'm
him yet.
talking about.
Oh, I thought you were asking if the armored dude was a boss, or if he
No,
dropped a
no,
fragment of
no, I
power.
know those guys aren't. I'm talking about the guy that I'm currently hitting.
The only way I can do any fucking damage here is cycle charging with the lance.
He has a lot of health, to be fair.
Yeah, and
Alex,
he's
you
really
want the fragment
fast.
of power, or...
I need. It doesn't really matter who's carrying it. We just need 5.
Okay, do you need to be the one that uses it?
I'm gonna need the 5. I don't need to eat them. I need to offer them. They're ingredients for a spell page.
Got it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how. I guess I'm grinding the fragments of power up onto the page.
Yeah. That's
Sorcery works in strange ways, brother.
Just smearing it, tearing up all the paper as you're doing it.
Yeah, so
Actually, let's hit it. There's 5 unnamed city bosses in the town center, but there's 2 out on the fringes. Let's hit the 2 out on the fringes first.
Got it.
Really
Yeah,
quick.
Man,
Alex,
the demon bat. I think I need a demon bat head, actually. No, I got it for this. No, I think I need it still. Yeah.
Alex, do you still by any chance need false mandrake?
Feel free to dump it.
Okay.
It's really only useful for die. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't need dragon horn anymore. I already gathered the 20 I need for that. Or well, you gathered it if memory serves. Well, I killed like 5 dragons that dropped 1 each, and you killed 1 dragon that dropped 14, right? Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
But either which way, I don't need dragon pieces anymore. Feel free to keep the leather, though. The leather can be nice for crafting loads of light and medium armors at home. Or just medium, actually.
Another one.
Hide is used on light armor, leather on medium, and thick leather on heavy. God damn it, I can't cycle charge multiple times if you just keep killing the dragons faster than I can come back for a second charge.
Yeah, he goes down in like 1 combo from me.
This is the problem when you have a fucking hammer that is Bretonnian Knights, but your anvil is goddamn blood letters.
Yeah, basically.
How can there be glory to Bretonia when there's nobody for them to charge?
Okay, where is this boss? Where is he?
You dishonor me.
I want him. Where is he?
The boss around this area is a particularly tall blue ghost. And he is along the walls.
Okay. There's quite a few ghosty boys.
Yes, but this one's big. Oh, yeah, he's right there.
Where? Oh,
For the lady! Yeah!
die, loser.
Bonk. Oh, shit.
0 damage. Highly ineffective.
For the lady! Ah. Missed me.
Bleed. Oh, wait.
Oh, shit. I'm stuck on the rock.
Bleeds. If it doesn't bleed, we can't kill it.
That is true. However, I will go ahead and tell you that some of the ghosts do, in fact, bleed for some reason.
This one does not, though. So I don't think we can kill it.
You're screwed.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
screwed.
That blood, you need to be able to see it.
You need the blood.
The blue.
I appreciate lancing them after you've killed them.
Oh, he dropped the commander helmet.
Ooh, the commander helm. You'll want to give that to Pink. Pink will love that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Luigi.
Luigi?
Does he, wait, should I harvest him with anything? Or does he just drop putrid meat?
He'll drop witch powder. Oh, no, I need witch powder. Yeah, harvest all these ghosts. Harvest them.
Why? Because the pick is...
Pickaxe or regular axe both work.
Okay, he didn't...
Harvest these motherfuckers.
No witch powder, just putrid meat.
Let's see. I got 9 witch fire powder. Okay, 6 witch fire powder. I need 100, I think.
I guess you have to use the axe, because the pickaxe was not working for me.
Which, there are a few ghosts around here, but the majority of the ghosts are up around the Mounds of the Dead.
Yeah, I did get a little bit of witch powder. 9 witch powder off of that gun.
I believe I need 100. Each of them has a chance to drop around 6 to 9.
Okay.
Though I assume since I'm using the rare harvest from the expertise tree, I probably have a higher chance of getting it.
Alright, but we are at 3 relics of power right now.
Okay, we only need to kill 2 of the bosses from inside the town. The Bat Demon is probably the easiest, but at the same time, he applies corruption.
Bat Demon. They all apply corruption, remember?
No, not some. Some of them don't. Both of the Undead General bosses don't.
I guess we're taking... Oh, no, that dragon doesn't drop one.
No, Green Mother doesn't, no, for some reason.
Green Daddy.
Well...
The mean green
I haven't
from
called
outer
him that.
space.
I mean... And I'm bad.
I mean, I don't really like this...
Feed me Seymour.
What'd you say, Alex?
Feed me Seymour.
Hey, you got
You
the
wanna-
reference. That one's kind of obscure. Well done.
Do you want to try to take on the snake? I feel like...
When I was younger, just a sweet little kid,
I really
my
want-
mother worried about the things I did.
Wow, look what I started.
That one, I do not call upon it. It is a hidden memory, hidden by PTSD, but nonetheless,
Yeah, let's go.
I have told you why I have told you that I tried out for Little Shop once, right?
Yes, yeah, you're in your drama class.
Yes, and I tried out for the
I like
dentist.
Little Shop.
I'd have to see it again. I watched it as a kid because of the novelty of the giant green plant, but
I need you to
I
take
don't like
care of the
music.
little guys.
You'll be a dentist.
Oh, yeah.
You excel at causing things pain. I did not get the role, as you can imagine.
Yeah,
It happens.
it's okay.
You'll wreak vengeance upon them all someday.
Okay.
Now, the upside about fighting the giant
Ow.
snake, despite how difficult it is, the upside is it has a legendary chest right behind it, so we will get a legendary weapon. The other upside is there are chests that contain a shitload of money all around this room. Oh boy, you aggroed it. Okay, let's do this. Oh wait, wait. Well, I'm actually really tanky for a sorcerer by this point, because Yeah, you just lobbed it at him now, didn't you?
I did.
Well, on the bright side, I am heavily into corrupted vitality, so I'm actually now remarkably tanky for a sorcerer. To make up for it, I do no damage, but...
Oh yeah, two of us is and the zombies too. No problem.
Yeah, and the horses.
I'm sorry, not Alex. Soon, did you take Keanu with you?
No, I didn't. I didn't want to risk him dying.
Oh yeah.
Resurrected corpse was killed while following you.
Okay. No relic of power on.
The fragment of power for the snake is usually in the chest in the back.
I see. That makes sense.
I'm checking the loot, the money boxes around on the altars.
I already have this mallet too. No relic of power.
If you already have that mallet and there's no other strength users in our group, I'll take it.
Okay, hold up.
I'm neither a strength nor an agility user, but it's probably better than iron daggers for the moment.
Where'd you go?
I'm right behind you. I've been right behind you for a little bit.
You didn't see anything else, did you? There you go.
I can go and check. You probably need to get out of here because you're getting the stink upon you.
Oh, there's another.
What the fuck? This is a warhammer that is a two-handed warhammer that is nonetheless an agility weapon.
Okay, yeah, but like check all of the chests. Oh, it's agility. That's why I wasn't doing much damage with it. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like Balpator's great sword. Yeah, there's a little lockbox back here. I hit it and I got the fragment of the relic of power.
All right, we just need one more. Let's kill that dragon.
Let's see.
My shield. Can you go grab my shield?
Yeah, you dispensed it upon the floor somewhere around here. Let me see. I think I saw it back here.
Hi, Cleo.
That's a snake. I don't know where you flung the shield. I thought I saw it in the shadows, but no, that was a dead snake.
Hold up, let me go find it.
I like the idea of Captain America just clumsily hurling the shield and having it just like bounce off the floor somewhere and you can't find it.
Yeah, there's a reason why one of the movies took care to specifically show that Cap now has like a magnet built into his like his armor that pulls it back.
Did he not always? My memory, and obviously you guys are the comic book expert, but I was into that a little bit when I was a kid. Did he not always have that ability?
No, in the comics he was just really good at trigonometry, so he knew how to bounce it properly.
He just maths it back to him.
Maybe I'm thinking of the video game, because in the video game it would just like boomerang back to you.
Well,
yeah, the video games, it would be bullshit, because you'd sling it, and it would seek out every enemy nearby, ping-ponging between them up to, like, you know, a dozen times, depending on what level you are, and then come back.
There you go.
And it's like, okay, by all means, Captain America, I can accept that he's a pretty smart guy. Captain America is not some fucking beyond Olympic level mathlete, you know?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Oh, no. It's gotta be there.
I'm getting because I know I threw it into the center of the room where the snake was. So it should be here. I feel like it might have fallen into the ground or something. In which case, I would say, can we just spawn in a new one?
You want to know what I'm doing right now?
Spawning it in with admin powers?
Oh yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Brother, the baby's on fire, brother. Oh yeah, the macho man watched Daenerys light the baby's on fire.
Alex, it's not letting me pick it up for some reason.
Well, why not?
I don't know.
Can you pick it up and drop it for him?
Let me do that again. Hang on. Whoop. I picked it up and it ceased to exist. I picked it up and it wasn't.
Okay, that's interesting.
We'll have to try it again at a different, it seems like maybe that floor is eating the items.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. This is just a silly place.
Especially because there's also corruption still eating away at me.
That is true. You are becoming stinkier very quick.
And the dragons...
And, like, I don't care about the stinkiness. I drink it in, but for you, that's not ideal.
Yeah, especially with all of the fact that I'm supposed to be tanky.
Press E to interact. Ooh, what was that? Oh, it was,
Right there. Yeah, it's just a read.
It doesn't actually teach any knowledge, because I have a journey step now to, like, find a recipe out in the world. Blech!
Whoa. Yay, that worked. Thank you.
Excellent. Alright, now...
Now I have 2 of them. I guess
Interesting.
I think there was a slight lag issue that just now kicked in.
Maybe. That might have been it.
Okay, so here we can go up these stairs to find a lone general by himself, or we can go to the right and find a general with an army of skeletons behind him. I don't know about you, but I got a preference.
Where is the guy by himself?
Where we are going right now, where you just ran off, in the direction you just ran off in without waiting for advice.
Perfect, I knew where to go.
It worked out. Everything is as it
See, that's the trouble with you, Soon. Life keeps rewarding your behavior, so why would you stop?
See, like, I ended up finding exactly what you needed when I was just out adventuring in the world.
That is also true. You just went the fuck off way up north without even alerting anyone and managed to find perfectly what I needed for sorcery.
Oh, hi, buddy. Time to die.
Kill the archers!
That
Bonk!
Time to die. I have kind of a funny joke about that in a second when you guys can concentrate.
Oh, yeah.
Time to die.
Combat is super easy against this guy.
Okay. Do you guys remember the movie The Polar Express?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cousin told me that, I don't know why he came up with this, he just thought it was funny. He said something like, I saw the trailer for it, and the trailer ended with, like, whatever, like, you know, you will believe in the magic of Christmas or whatever. And he said, I would prefer it if the trailer said, wake up, it's time to die. For the Polar Express.
That's funny.
Yeah, my cousin's a goofy guy.
I will say, for my 0 strength and 0 agility, this legendary mace actually does an incredible amount of damage.
You guys are getting a lot of really good weapons. My character's still relatively weak.
We do need to hit some legendary bosses and pick up some better weapons for Mike.
I mean, I'm
Nicholas.
capable of it. I just haven't been
He has
focusing as I
legendary
should be.
daggers. Oh, no, he lost them.
Oh god, did I lose them or did they break? I don't remember. I don't have them on me right now.
Alright, Soon, if you hand me the 4 remaining fragments of power, I'm going to explode and then perform some sorcery.
Okay.
In that order. You would think it would be the other way, but no.
It would be very impressive to see a magician explode. Or a sorcerer, I guess.
Hold it!
Bye.
Kenny is no longer following you.
Who is following you?
Kenny is no longer following you.
Kenny. Who's Kenny?
One of many.
Kenny is one of many.
And the reason I named him Kenny is so that when they died, I could be like, Alex, you killed Kenny!
Oh, right.
Oh my God, you killed Kenny!
I forgot.
Sadly, I don't believe we've lost a single Kenny yet. We've only
I don't
lost
think so.
resurrected corpses.
I don't think so. Where's Oh, I need to go to the my treasury room, sit in my throne, and become uncorrupted with all of my sexy dancers.
I've been corrupted. Quickly, I need strippers.
Yes.
Which again, if you're gonna not be corrupt, it's go and watch a bunch of half-naked women writhing around for dollar bills.
Belial, Behemoth, Beelzebub,
Yeah,
Asmodeus, Satanas, Lucifer. Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm not gonna do the whole song. It's my favorite, but I won't do it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I need 100 Witchfire powder. Mike, you're close to the Mounds of the Dead, ain't you?
I relatively, yes.
I might go up there and join you up there.
I'm on the other side of the Is it Azza? I'll just look at the damn map and see what's actually called.
Ossigarth.
Yeah, Azzagarth. Yeah, I'm just outside of that, which is about 2-3 minute ride to the mountains.
I'm coming. To
There's riding, but what if I travel in style?
With teleporting?
I won't be
Or
able to travel in style.
Oh, you're gonna sorcerer, or no, you're gonna bird. You're gonna bird it. You're gonna wing it.
Bird up.
He's literally gonna wing it.
He's literally
Yeah.
winging it.
Hang on, I gotta find good launching platform, though. I actually have quite a lot of spellcasting regions for that purpose. Oh, you know what? The Temple to Amir is actually gonna be a great launching platform.
Launching platform. That's kind of worrisome.
Okay, I am at the Mounds of the Dead. Where are we going?
Oh, you're there already. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, did
Oh,
you
right, you popped the obelisk. Yeah.
Right.
I should do that while I'm up there. Hopefully I don't
Yeah,
forget.
I don't believe I got that one either.
Oh my god, it's even got like a shuttle like area for me to take flight from. Soon, you didn't realize it, but you've built it perfectly.
Built what perfectly?
Exactly.
Wait, what did I build perfectly?
He's on first. Alex, answer him, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah, okay. I wasn't for sure how long you wanted to keep that going.
I'm sorry. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, your Temple to Amir is actually a fantastic launching platform for me to take flight.
Oh, cool.
Huh! The only way to travel.
Ooh,
that
star
from?
metal ore. That guy dropped like 7 star metal ore.
In the mounds?
Yeah.
I've not looked at that area closely enough, it would seem. I've been over there a lot, and I just never happened to try mining.
No, I mean, he, like, in his Dropbox, he had 7 star metal ore.
Oh, I see.
Which I think might be enough to make my... No way it would be enough to make my axes. Hope they're not agility based. That would suck.
Is your character, very good in agility? I know, obviously, Keanu is.
No, I'm all
Okay.
strength.
My character's slow as fuck.
But he's strong.
Big, strong, protect baby.
Don't expect me to do gymnastics anytime soon, that's for sure.
Right. You're the high flyer type. I mean, sorry, you're not the high flyer
Oh, I
type.
found Minnie the bear.
Oh, no, I accidentally fat-fingered the fucking keys, oh god, no!
Mike, did you
yes.
Oh!
want a bear?
Mindy?
Yeah, Mindy.
I know of Amisha. I do not know of Mindy.
No, you're one of your bearers is sitting here guarding.
Oh, bear.
Oh.
I thought you meant bear, like Misha.
No, yeah, Mindy the bearer.
I forgot all about
Oh.
Mindy. That was in the last session. First of all, Alex, are you alright?
Oh, I accidentally fat-fingered the keys and hit the let go button and dropped myself from 1,000 feet up and hit the ground, exploded, and as I hit the ground, my earbuds also go, battery low.
That's funny. But I'm standing where Mindy the bear. I guess I'll have her follow me.
Yeah, if you could, yeah, just to answer you, yeah, we'll figure something out.
We'll meet up.
I'm gonna
She's
get the
pretty
recording.
strong.
I'm gonna cut the recording here. Assume that by the time of the next recording, I'll have gathered witch fire powder. There we go. Boof.
Actually,
Later.
I'll